ARC's new development in LiveWell technology. The idea behind this system is so that you're able to work a well over without having to kill it. As we all know, every time you kill a well, the formation gets damaged and the well generally doesn't produce back to the levels that it was previously. So what we've done here at ARC, utilising our certified scuff unit, which is the only certified piece of equipment in Australia that is able to vent methane to atmosphere. We've come along, we've changed this section here, where we've removed the sliding section of bluey line entry, put an inductor up on the top section here, which it exhausts down into the entry for the scuff unit. What happens is, as you are bleeding the well down, you're flowing gas back through here, which flows down in and vents out of the scuff. Once the well has stabilised flow, then we engage the adductor. What happens at that stage, we start the compressors, we're pumping high pressure air through here to create a vacuum in this section, from this section here to this section and all the way back down the bluey line. At that point we can, at this stage, show that we can pull around about -12 psi in the bluey line, in a closed section of bluey line, and once we're open to the well itself, we can maintain suctions of around about -5. What we've got here is we've got the wellhead, so it's a valve at this point in time to simulate the wellhead and also the BOP once it goes into place. So essentially what we've got, rig backs up to the wellhead, rigs up over the top of the wellhead prior to removing that and installing the BOPs. These B-section valves here, which are the ones that go off to water gathering, they're connected through a choke which is connected to the bluey line so that we're able to bleed the well down to get stabilised flow. So the first option is we open this valve here and we start to bleed the well down. Once we've got stabilised flow, then we kick the adductors in, which we just looked at previously on the scuff unit, to draw the vacuum in this well down to around approximately -6 psi. At that stage we're able to flow up to 2.8 million scuffs per day through the B-section valves, down through the choke and to the bluey line and the scuff unit. Once we have the well under control, we'll be showing a negative pressure here. We'll have a crystal gauge in place. At that stage we have control of the well. We have negative pressure above the B-section valves, which then allows us to move in and remove the wellhead. Once the wellhead's removed, the BOPs go on top of that and the rig rigs up as per normal. Following the rigging up of the BOP, the bluey line off the spool, which sits on top of the double gate rams prior to the annular and out through the HCR, is rigged up back to the scuff. At that point in time, you run your hanger landing tool into the hole, connect up to the hanger, unlock the hanger bolts and start to remove the hanger. To do this, we need to adjust the valves here on the B section so that we reduce the suction on the bottom. We still maintain vacuum here, but we reduce the suction on the bottom of the hanger, and we open up the HCR valve, which is shown up here, so that we now get flow through the top, down through the bluey line spool, and we're able to remove the hanger from the well. Following the removal of the hanger from the well, we then close the B-section valves entirely, and now all we are doing is we're sucking air down through the top, sucking gas up through the bottom, and all out the bluey line out to the scuff. All at a minimum 2.8 million scuffs per day is availably done at this stage. The rig then goes in and works over the well, removes the rods, removes the tubing, pump, replaces the pump, stators, whatever they have to do, run back in the hole again. Reinserting the hanger is done in the reverse of what we just discussed a moment ago, whereby we now open these valves here to create some more suction on the bottom of the hanger. We start to close off this top valve, so we're starting to equalise the pressures. We have to be particularly careful at this point that we don't suck the rubber O-rings off the hanger, and you can actually, if you balance it correctly, you can actually move the hanger by hand like this. It is that well balanced. As soon as the hanger's landed, top section is closed off, this is fully open, lock the hanger in place. We can then go back and close these valves. Wellhead can go back on, rig down, and away you go.